Hey friends and neighbors, GW with you again here. Everybody's asking what's happening with our chickens, what's happening with the chicken pen. We've done a little video when we were building the chicken pen, but now these chickens are 5 months old now. They're born March 20th, it's August, what, 26, 28, something like that. So we're just going to show you what we did. We, first of all, we built it on 4x6s all the way around so that the tractor will be able to pick it up and skid it somewhere. I don't plan to move it, but should I have to move it for stink or predation or something, we can move it somewhere. That was a pretty good idea. We put the dog wire, heavy duty 12 gauge dog wire on it. That's to keep something from tearing in. And we did this for Miss Michelle there. That's to keep the big snakes out. I'm not saying we ain't gonna have a snake, but if he can get through that, I'm not too worried about him. Another cool thing that we picked up off the internet looking is this, it's called a predator mat, some people call it. So it's the same dog wire that's here. It's been up on like a 4-inch angle, and I put it there, and you can see where it's the dirt's washed away from it there. And we'll just keep putting dirt to it. And so that if it happens to be a predator come up, which we've already had one come up, and he dug right here trying to get underneath, and he can't get underneath. So our design is to try to let air go up and go out the top. Everybody's like, why'd you do a hip roof? We did a hip roof because we can do a hip roof. Pretty cool, I thought. There's a lot of debate in my mind about how big to make that up there, and I see that I probably made it a little too big, maybe. That's 12-inch netting up there, and that's just got the small wire up there, and I thought that anything that could tear in up there can't fly. So if it flies up there like a hawk or an owl, it probably not going to be able to tear that. We've done some cool stuff like rounded off. Pretty proud of our egg boxes. Come look at this. So we've got 3 egg boxes, and they're divided into 2. They stick half in and half out. A little lady down the road had a black-tailed rattlesnake in her egg box, so we decided that we wanted to be able to see into our egg box before we stick our hands over in it. So we made part of the lid come with the egg box, and so you can see here it's kind of divided. So we've got 3 of these divided by 2, that's 6. And there's a chick right there, a little red girl flying up. So they've just started laying. We went from 3 eggs a day to 6, now to 9. And we'll do some sort of finish on this a little while later when this dries a little better. So let me get my scratch and my stool, and we'll go inside and check out the inside, what we did. My girls, they love scratch. So, move out the way, sissy. Move. So let's talk about what we got. We got our egg box over here. We got a roost, and we built a ramp to help them get up there on that side. And this is where they sleep. This is a roost. This is a luxury roost here. And then we built over here just a roost that goes all the way around. And when they were very young, we lost a couple because I didn't know that you got to teach them to roost almost. So we built them a ramp up there. A couple of them packed in the corners there. You can see how I've braced those corners up big heavy duty. We put a piece of firewood in there to keep them from getting packed up in there. One of the cool things we got is a water. So it's a 7 or 8 gallon water. It's got little nipples on the bottom, and they learn immediately how to peck that. And then we got a feeder, and this feeder hangs so we can pull this out of here. We've done changed our stuff one time, our bedding, and we get that at Tractor Supply or anywhere. It's just wood chips. You try to use pine instead of cedar, and that kind of helps cut down on the smell and the poop, and I'll be able to use it in our garden for mulch. So we're looking at the natural airflow coming up. We got a fly trap in here. We boxed all that in with stuff. These girls are hungry. So some of the people at my work were asking about, what do you feed a chicken? So when you first get these chickens, we bought them from Myers Hatchery online, and they send them through the U.S. mail. They're 1 day old. So these chickens hatched March the 20th. The 21st, I picked them up. That was in Missouri. And I picked them up in Heflin, Alabama on the 21st. We brought them here. We put them in a box. We put a light on them. And you feed them growing until they get to about 4 months old. And then you switch them to laying mash. And this is what this is. It's different. This is a little bit different protein levels. And you can see as they go, they get friendlier and friendlier. We did 3 kind. We got a black Australorp, we got the New Jersey red, and then we got the Delawares. It's got the little pearl necklaces on. And they're noisy, they want something. We wound up only having 2 roosters. We give a rooster and 3 hens away to somebody else. We lost a couple of hens. So that leaves us, I think we've got 26 now, 25, 26. And so one of the things we use for treats is we use collard greens. They love collard greens. We love any kind of weed or anything like that you can pull up. All your tomatoes out of the garden, watermelons that are crushed or bumped or something, they love that. And one of the best things they love is a 7-grain scratch. So you can see here, they just love this stuff. They go crazy. It's like candy to them. This is how you catch them if you let them out. So we put it over there, and they just... Only thing chickens love better than the 7-grain scratch is crickets. And so I built me a cricket trap. I'm going to catch a few crickets from time to time and put out here for them. They got kind of quiet, didn't they? That's how you know you're a good cook at your firehouse. If everybody starts eating and it gets quiet, yeah, they're busy stuffing that face. So we've only got 1 rooster now. He's a pretty boy too. He's been through several names. We don't know what we're going to name him now. I'm thinking Pudding Pop, maybe something like that. I don't know. The flaw in my ointment was I was wanting to see which ones are the best egg layers, but we don't know who lays what eggs, so we're just going to have to figure that out. One of our chickens is laying a double yolk. We've gotten 4 or 5 double yolked eggs. That's pretty cool. So this is it. This is what we do. Feed them every day. And so I got it set up like this so when I'm gone to the firehouse, Michelle don't have to come in here. She can just do her eggs from outside. And this will last for 24 to 48 hours till I get back home. And the food as well. And so they're kind of low maintenance. And we hope to one day build a run, and it's going to be shaped just like this, to keep them in and let them go out and get a little sunshine and stuff. Where we live at in North Alabama, there's a lot of predators here. And chicken's always on the menu. I was standing out here the other day, and I was like, I'm going to let them out for a little bit. And a big red-tailed hawk flew in on the oak tree there and was looking at them. So I was like, it could happen just that quick. And we were hoping to keep all our girls, keep them healthy, keep them laying eggs, get them all under full production. So that's it. I hope you guys check that out and like that. Come see us. Come see our chickens. What's going on, Puddin'? You getting tired, huh? You like? I got her, don't I? He didn't like that. He's protecting his girls. That's what we want. So we'll see you, friends and neighbors. Till next time.